Meditation is a technique of opening up the spiritual energy hidden in us. This energy is not something that comes from outside ourselves. It really comes from within ourselves because it is hidden in us. Being a microcosm of macrocosm called the universe, we all are made of the same universal energy. That energy can be used in a way that is constructive or destructive, that is beneficial or harmful. Normally, spiritual energy is the energy that can be used in a beneficial way. Therefore, it is obvious the same energy can be both constructive and destructive. It is like a blade, a sword. It can be used to do something, an instrument. It's like fire. Fire can be a good friend when it is used in the proper way, and can be an enemy when it is not used in the proper way. The beneficial spiritual energy used in the Buddhist technique of enlightenment is called virya. Properly it can be called samma virya, because there can be inner energy that can be harmful to enlightenment. The right use of this energy is called in the Buddhist literature as samma virya. However, this word, the use of that energy is called vayama, and the Buddhist way of using it is called samma vayama, but that term has been wrongly translated as the right effort. It is wrong because no effort can make oneself enlightened. All efforts are harmful to enlightenment, because we make effort when there is a self-need, thirst, tanha, desire. There should be a self to use the energy as an effort, making an effort. We make effort for a desired end. We have a desired target, a target called arambana. What we desire is an imagination, it is an illusion, and we want to materialize this illusion by making an effort. Then, in making effort, there is the concept of self. I am making the effort, and there is the desire, I am doing this to achieve this particular result. Both the idea of self and the desire are harmful to the enlightenment, realization of nirvana. Nirvana is free from both the personality called atta, self. Nirvana is anatta. Anatta means there is no self in nirvana. And nirvana is called tanhakaya. It is the cessation of desires. Therefore, the word samma vayama in the Buddhist literature is wrong to be translated as the right effort. As I mentioned, to make an effort, there must be a self making the effort, and there must be a target or a desire to make that particular effort. Not only a desire to achieve result, a desire to get rid of the present situation. We desire something because we are not happy and content with things as they are. Therefore, we want to change ourselves. We are not happy as laymen and we want to be enlightened. And we have an imaginary picture, mental image, what enlightenment is, but that is an illusion. The idea of self in Buddhist literature is called Sakkayaditthi. The idea of self, the concept of self gets dropped at the first stage on the path to enlightenment, and that stage is called Sotapanna. At the Sotapanna phala, the concept of self gets completely dissolved because one realizes there is nothing that can be identified as a permanent entity or self within us, within our body or within our mind. And with the termination of or cessation of self, the idea of self, a person becomes universal, with universal compassion and kindness. And that is the nature of the spiritual energy that Buddha advocated us to open up from within us. He used the term Brahmacharya or Brahma Vihara to name that sublime energy, spiritual energy. And it consists of four aspects. One aspect is altruistic love, friendliness, selfless friendliness, selfless love, and that is called metta in Pali. The second aspect is called karuna. It's translated in English as compassion. The third aspect is called mudita, that is translated into English as altruistic joy. The third aspect is called upekha, translated into English as equanimity. In the Buddhist literature, they are called sublime states or sublime behaviors. The word used in the Buddhist literature is brahmacharya or Brahma Vihara. Brahma means sublime. That word is used to denote the highest God that the Indians believed at the time of the Buddha, and is called Brahma. The greatest God that they believed in, that they paid respect, is called Brahma. And the Brahma is also believed to have this type of sublime behavior in him. That is metta, karuna, mudita, upekha, that I mentioned earlier. Brahma behavior is a divine behavior in the modern sense. The divine nature. We all humans have an animal nature, a brutal nature, as well as an angelic nature or a divine nature, a good nature, a sublime nature, and that is called divine nature. And very often Brahmacharya is translated as the sublime behavior that we all are possible to entertain. In realizing this spiritual energy called Brahmacharya, one becomes one with the entire universe without any discrimination between oneself and the other. That is selflessness. There is a phenomenon called ekatta, you become one with the other. We have similar meaning in the word called empathy in English. You feel as if you are the other person, feeling for the other as the other person is yourself, becoming one with the other person. That is extreme sensitivity. Thus, in short, the universal energy is the energy that makes you extremely sensitive. When you are sensitive, you can do nothing that is wrong, that is harmful to yourself or to the others. That is the highest behavior, highest discipline. You become one with the entire universe, part and parcel of the universe. The universal nature is in you too. That is manifested everywhere in the universe. For example, everything in the universe exists for our benefit, without any selfish motive. The sun gives us light, heat, without any selfish motive for our benefit. The earth rotates without any selfish motive. Rivers, streams, they flow, springs, they flow without any selfish motive for our benefit. Trees, plants, creepers, they bear fruit, they bear flowers, they bear leaves, they bear vegetable without any selfish motive for our benefit. They are serving us. Being of service to others means being good to others, and that is a way of manifesting the spiritual energy, the good aspect of the spiritual energy. When that spiritual energy is developed in you, as I mentioned, you become extreme sensitive. Sensitivity means full attention. You take care of others. Being that is duty of care, you law. You have the sense of a duty of care towards all others, not to harm others, to do something good for the others, as the nature does. And there is, in the universal nature, the equanimity. For example, the earth. When you drop anything very pleasant or unpleasant, the earth does not discriminate between the pleasant and the unpleasant nature of things that you drop on the earth. Nor the water, nor the fire, nor the wind. Fire burns anything indiscriminately. Water can carry anything indiscriminately. The wind can carry anything indiscriminately. The sky can haul anything indiscriminately. Thus, the sublime nature that we can open from within us is nothing but the benevolent aspect of the universal nature identified as God. In St. John's Bible, it is said, God is love. In Indian literature, Asian Indian literature, the highest God, the creator God called Brahma, is believed to be full of love. And Buddha also admitted the same fact. One aspect, as I mentioned earlier, is metta, universal friendliness, altruistic love, boundless compassion called karma, and altruistic joy. Universe enjoys doing good to us, not doing anything bad to us. In developing this universal energy through meditation, as I mentioned earlier, we become part and parcel of the universe. You become in harmony with the universal energy. the benevolent universal energy. In the universe, there is both the satanic and the divine energy. Spiritual energy is not the satanic energy that we use when you behave as animals, brutes, devils, and divine behavior is controlled by the spiritual energy that is within us. To lead a life in a sublime manner, we have to use the spiritual energy effortlessly. Use of effort, I have mentioned earlier, is termed as samma vayama, the right use of fire, right effort. No, the real use is effortless, without thinking, without any motive. When you make any effort, yourself is there, the effort maker is there. When you make any effort, a target is there, you expect something. The real spiritual energy is without any idea of self or any idea of target. It should happen spontaneously. It should happen automatically. That is the real use of spiritual energy termed in Buddhist literature as samma vayama. When that energy is opened up in you, you can harm nobody. You can do no wrong to anybody or to yourself. All what you do through your thoughts, words and deeds become benevolent. And that shows what the real spiritual energy is and what the samma vayama called, that can be translated as the use of, the right use of the spiritual energy. And as I mentioned earlier, that energy is also a part and parcel of the universal energy. And I mentioned earlier that energy, the universal energy, can be either destructive or constructive, benevolent or malefic. We all have the capacity called wisdom, called in Buddhism as pancha, that is insight, intrinsic, instinctive instinct we have to discriminate between what is right and what is wrong. And when that capacity is used in making use of the universal energy, you can do only what is right, what is good, and what is pleasant, and what is benefic, out of love, out of compassion, with full of joy, expecting nothing in return. And that is the nature of the manifestation of the universal energy called spiritual energy hidden in us.